After we have successfully added the dependencies of the libraries that we are going to use inside the paging app project, we are going to make like a plan what we are going to do inside the code. So the paging app will be created according to MVVM and the paging library, Retrofit and Dagger Hill standards. So this is the MVVM architecture, and of course when talking about retrofit, we are going to fetch the data from the API, which is a web service or online database. So the remote data source would be as in retrofit. I will segment this diagram into three parts. As we have learned before, we have the view, we have the view model, and the model. So the activity, our app will contain only one activity, which is the main, which display the movies in RecyclerView, and the view model, which is containing the view model and the live data, and the model which comprise the repository, the remote data source, retrofit, and the web service. We are going to use the Dagger Hill, and we are going to introduce the paging library, which is the main goal of this project. So let's go to Android Studio. Let's start creating the packages here and make everything clear. So the first package would be the model, and inside the model I will create two classes, the movie and the movie response. So this is the movie, and let me revise something very important about the MovieDB. After you sign up on the moviedb.org website, you click on More API and you get this page. And we click on the developers, the MovieDB documentation. So this will load the documentation. And from the previous exercises and previous app that we have seen, that the API, the moviedb.org, this is the constant link, and this is the endpoint link. So this is the link that we are going to fetch and that we are going to edit according to our demands. So all the responses would be like this. So I will copy, these are the details, copy, and I will go to JSON Prettify online. This is jasonformatter.org. This is a good website for prettifying the JSON response. And we paste our response. So here we have the prettified ones. By the way, in this app, we are not going to fetch and get all the data that this JSON response will be displaying for us. So we are going to only fetch the name, the ID, and the poster path, which is the image, and the vote average. Okay, so another important thing that I should mention for you, if we go to developers.themoviedb.org/3/getting started and introduction, which is the API for the documentation for the developers, we scroll down to the movies and we are going to get the popular. Okay, this is the get request that we are going to work with. And this is the page, which is an integer that we are going to use the pager, the paging library with it. Okay, so if we go to here and specify the API key, this is my API key. I will copy it and paste it here and send request. It will give us this. Okay, there is an error. Check developer tools. We will get here this page equal to 1. So if we specify page equal to 5, the page equal to 5 has been added. So if we remove the page, the request here will be removing the page, which is the default one, page equal to 1. So guys, I want from you to understand why we are going to use the pager. In this send request, and when specifying the API key in the previous exercises and previous APIs calls, like the MovieDB and the ProMovie app that we have built it before, we didn't specify the number of the page. But now we are going to fetch the data according to the pages. So if the user lie down for 5 pages and need to display the first 50 movies, we are not going to display the 1 million and all the movies inside the MovieDB database. We are going to fetch only the first 50, and this is why we are going to use the page library and paging library. Okay, so here we are going to fetch the data according to the pages. Okay, now this is the JSON response that we are going to get. As I mentioned, we need the ID, we need the poster path, and we need the vote count or vote average. Okay, so these are the 3 things that we are going to get from the moviedb.org. But there is one other thing that I should remember you. When fetching data from the MovieDB, the response would be not in form of like a plain JSON inside all inside one array. They are included in nested things like the page, results, total pages, and total results. For example, so if we go to the definition here and scroll down, the response here will get in form of this. It is an object and having the page as integer, the result, which is the array of movies, which is a movie list result object, total results, and the total pages. So the response of JSON or the movies list is not in form of a simple object. It is inside a big object, and inside this object containing 4 things, 4 attributes: the page, results, total results, and total pages. And inside the result, there are the data of the movie that we are going to get, which is the poster path, the ID, and the vote average. So I want from you to understand this hierarchy. We are going to create 2 classes of model in order to get and fetch the data of JSON correctly. So the first one is the movie, and the second one is the movie response. The movie response here, as I told you, this is the big response. This is the whole response, fetching also the results. Okay, so here we start by creating the serialized annotation, the at serialized name, which is the page here. So we are getting the object in JSON and expose annotation, and we start by creating the private integer page. Okay, now we create a serialized name, which is results, in the same name as here, results. It's case sensitive, so we are telling that I'm putting all the pages here, all data of this, which is an integer. I can make it as an int inside this page number. And also here, expose, I'm putting all the results inside a list, because results here, it returns a list of movies, okay, and array of objects, array of type object. What is this object? It's of type movie. So guys, please concentrate with me. Array of object. What is the type of object? It's a movie. So I will create a class, a model class for the movie object. Okay, so private list of movie and call movies equal to null. Okay, I'll plus enter to import the collection interface list. And now I will create serialized name. It's named as here the total results. It's case sensitive. Total results and expose private int total results. And in the same way, I will copy and paste here the total pages. Okay, this is very important. Okay, now let's get and set the methods for these variables here. Ups and enter, getter and setter. And here we go. These are the getters and setters methods. Now let's go to the movie. And as I told you, the movie is an object and the results is an array of these objects. So what we are going to get from this object, I need the ID, the poster path, and the vote average. So I will go to here, and in the same way I will make, since we are working with JSON serialized name, what is this name? It's called ID. So this is the ID. It's case sensitive also. Expose, and we are going to get and create private int ID. Now the second one, serialized name, poster path, which is here, it's a string, poster underscore path at expose, and private string poster path. Serialize name, vote underscore average, expose, and private double vote average. Okay, so this is the vote average. Okay, in the same way, getters and setters for all. So these are the getters and the setters. For now, we have checked the model classes, and we have created. And now let's override one last thing, which is the Boolean equal. At override equals, and I need to members ID next equal to, and hash code. I don't need a hash code. I need to get my own. If O equal to null, then return false. And if O equal to this, then return true. Return false. Okay, this is checking for the equality. And this way we have finished